I know a lot of y'all follow this man. I'm sorry to tell you, but he ain't who you think he is. He tells you a lot. I'm finna show you. I'm gonna show you who he is. Check him out.
If somebody's unrepentant, pray them into the hands of the devil. We care so much about you, we rather you feel the pain of your sin than die and go to hell for all eternity. So man, since you won't repent, since you won't listen, I'm not praying bless them. I'm praying, Lord, deal with them
Who?
aggressively.
I knew y'all. I know y'all was like, damn. I know he probably gonna play this clip. Yeah, listen to what he said, cause I know that whenever I pray, let's say if I got somebody that or something that I can't deal with, it's been plenty of times in my marriage where I feel like I can't deal with my wife no more. Every single time I get to that point, I put it in my father's hands. And I swear I be telling her I feel like you're my enemy. I tell her that all the time. Me putting it in my father's hands is me wanting better, me wanting peace at the end of the day. Listen to him again.
If somebody's unrepentant, pray them into the hands of the devil.
I pray, I don't pray to the devil. I pray to Heavenly Father, the one true God. This man prayed to the devil. Listen to him.
We care so much about you, we rather you feel the pain of your sin than die and go to hell for all eternity.
He's confused. If you praying somebody into the hands of God, then they're gonna end up, guess what? Fixing themselves up. God gonna fix them up, and they gonna repent. It's gonna be a different walk. But this man say,
So man, since you won't repent, since you won't listen, I'm not praying bless them. I'm praying, Lord, deal with them aggressively.
and he already said who he was praying to. Do I need to play it one more time? Listen to this man when he talk. I'm telling y'all.
We know that by the time we get to Genesis 3, there is a catastrophic breach in the relationship between God and man. We call this the fall of human beings. As a result of the fall, sin enters into the earth. And we see that there's a fraction now in humanity, right? No one can really push against that claim because we could just look at the totality of the sickness of human beings, whether we are white, black, or brown. All human beings are struggling with the same sickness. We have been infected by sin.
Okay, I want to throw this out there. He is projecting, you understand, in a very narcissistic way because he used the words like all and things like that. And we know that, okay, let's say before Jesus Christ, everybody was living in sin. Yeah. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? You had to, it's like it was a part of you. Then Jesus died to get rid of that part of you, to forgive everybody for their sins. And then he reads the Bible and things like that. So he knows the Bible. But then he goes and says things like all human beings are sick. All human beings are sick of sin. You just some sick human beings. All of y'all. You're some sinful creatures. Let me get to this part of how he's trying to get everybody to hell. Segregation.
You owe people love, you do not owe everybody access. Access must be earned over consistency. I need to see that I can trust you with one piece of intimacy and see how you handle that afterwards. You put my business on IG, I know I can't trust you. Love you, can't trust you. Love you, can't talk to you. Love you, you'll never hear the deepest parts of my heart ever again.
Yo, if it's a truth about me, I don't care about you. You can say whatever you want to about me. Put it out there. I'll tell you the same thing over again. And in fact, I'm probably not even gonna say it in the same exact words. I'm gonna use a parable in a sense. Because I already tried to speak to you straight and you didn't get me. So now I'm gonna give you a parable. But this guy right here, he runs. The truth is out. I gave you this truth about me, and now you didn't put it out, and more people know this truth about me. I ain't gonna tell you no more truth. This truth wasn't meant for the the overall good. This was just meant for you to manipulate you. Yeah, and I guarantee you that's probably what he do to his wife. Because most women are real out loud on social media about stuff. They be putting out their business on social media. Now, don't get me wrong, my wife, she ain't like that. My wife, the exact opposite. Like, I would be more inclined to put something on social media that she don't really want on social media. But let's say, for example, a lot of the times when we be arguing or whatever, I'll pull my phone out and record it, and I'm like, damn, all right, look, I gotta record this because your ass, you act like you don't say this, and you act like, you know what I'm saying, you ain't say that. So, and then we be arguing about whether or not you just said this or whether or not you just said that, or whether or not I said this or whether or not I said that. So I just be recording stuff sometimes, so we can just go back and listen to it. But I don't put stuff on social media like that. If I'm putting anything about my wife on social media, it's just like right now, I'm talking about something and I'm giving a scenario using my own personal life. Now, following what he do will literally leave you alone. It ain't you can't even like teach this to your kids. How can you teach this to your kids?
You owe people love. You do not owe everybody access. Access must be earned over consistency. I need to see that I can trust you with one piece of intimacy and see how you handle that afterwards. You put my business on IG, I know I can't trust you. Love you, can't trust you. Love you, can't talk to you. Love you, you'll never hear the deepest parts of my heart ever again.
How do you teach that to your kids in the sense of, okay, we know we ain't really teaching our kids about intimacy. I ain't really talking about that, but I'm just talking about in the general sense. Every lesson that's in the Bible can be put into every aspect of life. Of, let's say, for example, relationship. Whether we talking about business, marriage, family, no matter what. If you want the relationship to work, doing this what this man is saying, it's not going to get you there. Let me give you a prime example.
So funny shit, it's crazy how you can't even address real life problems as grown adults no more. You try to talk about what hurt you, what confused you, what bothers you, and it turns into cutting each other off, raised voices, disrespect, or shutting down. We really out here losing friends, family, and relationships. Because people don't know how to communicate without turning everything into a fight. Nowadays, everything gets labeled as being extra, tripping, or starting drama. When half the time we just want to fix it so everybody can vibe again. But for some reason, everybody want to act tough. Like caring out loud is a weakness or some shit. Nobody want to be vulnerable. Nobody want to listen. That's exactly why everything just keep falling apart.
He is absolutely right. There's communication is a, let's say this, it's easy to like misunderstand things as far as like intention and reason. Those things are not really spoken with the words. Those are behind the scenes type things. So you got to really know somebody's intent whenever they're saying something, whether they're trying to disrespect you or they're just expressing something. Respect is something that you earn. And if you are disrespectful in any manner, you have to expect to be disrespected in some manner. If you let's say for example, somebody's talking and you cut them off and then they respond back and you feel disrespected. 9 times out of 10, no, 10 times out of 10 is because you just disrespected them. And the only thing you're doing is getting this whoever made you feel disrespected back immediately, this person is probably a real individual and know who they are. That's like you're not finna disrespect them. Do you disrespect them is like disrespecting the most high. You finna get what you just gave to them back. You finna feel worse than what you even did. You just cut them off, but they didn't cut you out. It's a lot of things, but those things don't really end relationships. Those are what we call problems that cause fights. The arguments just happen. You don't know how to go about an argument or conversation or something like that, then that's when things get out of hand. Because in an argument, yeah, you can have an argument with your sibling, with your significant other. The fact is, you don't want it to turn into a fight. It turns into a fight when people start doing things like stonewalling, not listening, you know, not listening meaning like this person is trying to tell you that they weren't meaning this or they're trying to say and give you an apology in a sense, and then it's like you just still fighting against them or this person. I'll give y'all A great example, my sisters. I got two older sisters. I got an older brother and two younger brothers. I'm the middle child. My two older sisters, both of them stopped talking to me. My older sister, she stopped talking to me first. In a dispute of just disagreeing on anyways, we don't talk as much, so it's hard for me to even explain to you. Let's just say because she don't like me. So she disagreed. She got a disagreements with something about me or whatever the case may be, right? She got me blocked, and we don't stay in the same place. We stay in different cities. I stay all the way across the United States from where she do, and all my family do. I always pop up, you know what I'm saying? I always call and check up, and you know what I'm saying? I always communicate with my family and try and keep everything cordial and try and, you know what I'm saying, grow. They took different values from growing up than what I took. They got a lot of kids, my sisters do. My older sister, she literally took the phone from her daughter and told me that she was blocking. She ain't have to worry about her daughter calling me or all because she been having this little feud of not wanting to talk or whatever. And I told her daughter to go and give her the phone. My niece is she's a good little girl. She's a great little girl. Cause she always called every day, multiple times. She asked her to speak to my daughter, her cousin, and I put her on the phone usually, right? But on this day, my daughter on punishment. Ain't no talking on the phone. My niece never understands. She always call right back. When she called back, I told her, I say, let me speak to your mama. Cause you know what I'm saying? This point, I've been wanting to talk to her mama to deal with the issues, whatever that she been having while we ain't been, you know what I'm saying, while we beefing and stuff. And when my sister ended up blocking us on the phone to where we couldn't call and they couldn't call us, I called my other sister. That's in between. She a year older than me. And when I talked to her about it, she reasoned. Okay, yeah, that's wrong. You know, and I'm point of getting the kids into it and blocking them so where they can't communicate and this and that. She disagreed. That's where she disagreed, and that's why we stopped talking. Saying that our older sister had the right to feel, and not just have the right to feel how she felt, but she would have felt like that too. I responded, and she hung up the phone on me. When she when she hung up the phone, I didn't call her back. I ain't text her. I ain't call her for a while. I ain't text her for a while. But eventually, when I was thinking about calling, I told my wife I was thinking about calling to talk to her. And my wife told me that my sister got me blocked. I said, "How you know she got me blocked?" I was like, "I don't know. I don't know if she got me blocked." And then she told me, of course, that my sister messaged her and tell her that she got me blocked and she wasn't finna take no me talking to her any kind of way or something like that. And listen, I understand completely. If we on the phone, it's your phone. If you don't like the way I'm talking, hang up on me. That's your phone. I'll probably call you right back if I'm still feel like I gotta say what I gotta say. You keep on hanging up on me, I'm gonna keep calling back. I'll probably get it eventually now. I'm trying to tell you this, and I'm trying to say this. Now I didn't calm down. I ain't coming all out in all kind of words, and I'm speaking calmly. What's the point of blocking somebody? What's the point? I understand, like if it's just a neighbor or if it's just a coworker or somebody like that. But other than that, when it comes to your family, I just look at the fact of if you can't teach your kids this, you don't want to be like this yourself. Put it like that. And I got one more video.
The warfare in your mind is what the Bible calls strongholds, thought patterns and lies, whispers from the devil that
It'd be so hard for me to listen to this man videos because I feel bad for him. He, like I said, he projects a lot. You know, I'll tell you one thing I was always taught. This is a very simple aspect when I was a kid, is that God can hear my thoughts. It's like He can be in my head, and hear my thoughts and stuff, and talk to me and all that. But the devil, he can't hear my thoughts. he can only speak to me through stuff that's like out on the outside of me. That's the only way. So I took that to heart growing up. I heard this man talking about the devil being in your head, this and that. This guy really believes that the devil speaks to him. He hears the devil in his head. He's saying you, but what it actually is projection because think about it. He doesn't know you personally. It's like he doesn't know me personally. For me to be listening to this and for me to have the understanding and knowledge and wisdom and power and glory of my father, our father being in me, that being the only other voice other than mine. But to close y'all out, I got some positive advice and some positive words and some enlightenment. Not listening to false prophets, not listening to the devil. Because the only way you let the devil in your head is if the devil come through your ears. Like the enemy has to be speaking to you. Like it has to be physical speaking to you. In order for it to get into your head, you have to like accept what's being spoken to you. If you don't accept it, the devil ain't getting in there. If you accept it, then the devil is in there and it's gonna to run rampart on your life. It's gonna separate your family. Think about it. If you got kids, you do not want your kids to grow up separated or to not have a relationship with each other or to stop talking to each other. I mean, I know that I have people personally in my family who fought for me and my siblings, 7 of us, to stay together. Just listen to this lady. Like, she's really going to clear it up.
The whole protect my peace trend is becoming an excuse to avoid real life. People are convincing themselves that they're healing when they're really just cutting off anyone who triggers a feeling that they don't want to face. And when you avoid discomfort, your mind doesn't just calm down, it actually gets weaker. You train yourself to run from conflict, to run from accountability, and to run from anyone who doesn't agree with you. And you're not protecting your peace, you're protecting your ego and your pain. And real peace comes from learning how to stay, how to talk, how to repair, how to navigate hard moments without shutting down every connection that challenges you. And this new trend is teaching people that discomfort means danger and that anyone who upsets you is toxic. And it's the fastest way to end up alone, angry, fragile, and terrified of anything real. So if you want strength, stop hiding behind these fake peace slogans because peace isn't created by avoiding everything that challenges you. Peace comes from emotional maturity.
Y'all heard it here first.